Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie and this is my draft analysis for the NFE League for the NPL. So this is NFE, so it stands for Not Fully Evolved. It is just a fun little off-season league we will do after Season 2 and before Season 3. So right in the middle of those two, Season 3 will start after this NFE League finishes. So yeah, it's just a fun little off-season league. It's not going to be too serious. It's still probably going to be pretty competitive. But it's not supposed to be too serious. So if you don't know what the NFE League is, so pretty much so instead of using fully evolved Pokemon like Infernape or like Alakazam or something, it'll be like middle stage Pokemon, or it could be the first evolution. So middle stage like Monferno or Kadabra, or you could get the first evolutions like Chimchar, or it could be the first Pokemon of a stage 2 evolution. So it could be like Growlithe or something like that. Anything as long as it has one more evolution above it in its like evolution line, and then that Pokemon is viable. Except for a couple bans that we did have. Let me actually go to the what page has it? I think it's the viability rankings that has a banning. We do have a couple bans on this Pokemon that, for obvious reasons aren't allowed. Some reasons aren't as obvious, but still. Okay, the ban list, we have Frogadier, that's with Protean. Frogadier with Torrent is allowed. We have Gligar, Magneton, Doublade, Chansey, Haunter, Porygon2, Sneasel, and Combuskin with Speed Boost. Combuskin with Blaze is allowed. And the Light Ball is banned for Pikachu. Because then Pikachu would be really good with really good attack, special attack, and speed. That would be really scary, so the Light Ball is banned. All Pikachu forms are allowed. So, like, all the Pikachu cosplay ones are as separate Pokemon, and just Pikachu itself. I don't think anyone drafted any Pikachu forms, though. So, it's whatevs. Yeah, so Chansey, it's so freaking bulky, no way that's allowed. So yeah, those Pokemon are banned. So we have a rule on the Eviolite, so for middle stage Pokemon like Monferno and Prinplup, stuff like that, they cannot carry the Eviolite, but stuff that is the first stage, like Growlithe, Abra, you wouldn't carry Eviolite on Abra, because it's so frail. Anyways, that's just an example of something that you could carry Eviolite on, like Vullaby. So, stuff like that you can carry Eviolite on, so that way it's not on every Pokemon, because then, like, in this tier, Pokemon can't hit quite as hard as they do in, like, OU or, like, fully evolved Pokemon. And then, if those already pretty bulky Pokemon had Eviolite, then it would be hard to break through those walls, and it would be just a lot harder to hit walls, and just, it's going to be a lot more offensive. So it's going to be fun. Not quite hyper offense, but still, just should be pretty offensive. League, I guess. So yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of fun in the season. I'm really excited. Just gonna be a short 5-week regular season, just only 5 weeks. Let me do 2 weeks for playoffs. So we have 12 teams in the. Here, let me go to the tables page. We have 12 teams in the league here. I'm not recording my screen here, so you guys can't see what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but I'm just talking about it as I'm doing it. You're probably only going to be able to see my face cam, but that's fine. It's whatevs. So yeah, we have 12 teams in here. We have 2 separate conferences, the X conference and the Y conference. I'm in the Y conference. Yeah. So, I guess the red division. Well, I mean, there's no separate divisions in each conference because there aren't that many teams. It's not like in Season 1, Season 2, we had 2 divisions in each conference, so a total of 4 divisions because there are 2 conferences. But now we have just 1 division in 1 conference and 2 separate conferences. So. Total 2 divisions, I guess, or divisions and conferences are the same thing. Or there really aren't divisions in this. That's not a thing. So I'm in the Y conference. So other 5 other teams being the Viridian Beedrills, Birth Island Bidoof, the Miami Heatmores, Houstonian Hoopas, wow, words, man, and the San Francisco 49tails. So I play each of those teams once, not in that order, but just I play them each once, and then the top 2 teams from each conference will play each other, and then the winners of those games will play each other in the finals game. So I'm going to play every one of my conference once, and then if I make the playoffs, I'll play one of them again, and then if I win that game, I'll play someone from the X conference. So hopefully I can make the playoffs. Only 2 teams out of 6 in each conference will. It's only 4 teams out of the 12 in total will make the playoffs, so by that logic, I only have a 1/3 chance of making it, but, I can do it. Both seasons for the MPL, both Season 1 and Season 2, there were 16 teams in the league in total, and 8 spots in the playoffs, so there's 50% chance. I made it both seasons, so that's cool. Hopefully I can make the playoffs here this season. So, yeah. I will go over my draft First off, I'm just going to read the Pokemon. I think I'll have like a screenshot of the names in the corner of the screen. Then I'll explain why I got each Pokemon. And yeah, so we have 10 Pokemon actually, not 11. Normally we do 11, but I was like, hey, you know what, let's do 10. That way, prepping, it's not quite as hard. It's a little easier and a little shorter. I think that'd be cool. That'd be a good, fun idea to make it a little easier, I guess, for prepping wise. It doesn't take as much time. I don't know if I'm going to do team builders. I might do some weeks. I might try to do some. I'm not going to do some every week though, or maybe if I really feel like it. Probably not. I don't have that much time. With baseball starting up soon. So yeah, I'll try to do team builders if I can, but we'll see. So my draft, I'm gonna just read off here. We got Scyther, Piloswine, Metang, Pignite, Tentacool, Elekid, Zorua, Duat, Cacnea, and Vibrava. So nice little squad there of 10 Pokemon there. So I will explain each Pokemon. So let me go to the draft page real quick. So I have the 4th pick. So how we did this draft was a snake order. Season 1, Season 2, we did it was randomized for each round. But now we're doing snake order. So first pick was Riz, then Dench, then Dan, then me, then some other people that slide names. I don't want to go through all them. So I got the 4th pick, and then so like it would be picks 5 through 12, and it would be 12, 11 all the way to 5, and then me. So I didn't get like that. So I got early in the first round, and then late in the second round, and early in the third round, late in the fourth round. It snakes, hence why it's called that, back and forth. So someone put gay on the tab. What? No, delete that. Okay. So yeah. So first round, I was gonna get Monferno. I wanted that. I have the 4th pick, but Dan has the 3rd pick. Dan got Monferno. Unfortunately for me. You know what? That's okay though. I mean, I was mad, man. I was upset at first. But you know what, really, Dan, all he did was just pick a Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon. I can't really blame him. I can't really I shouldn't hold like a grudge or like be mad at him. That'd just be silly and childlike and it would be immature and just I kind of wanted to, but now it's silly to do that. So Dan, he picked he just picked a Pokemon, a good Pokemon, Monferno. I in the chat, I never straight up blatantly said I want Monferno, but I mean a lot of people assumed I did, and then when they would ask me, I wouldn't deny them. I would say yeah, I did want it. So pretty much everyone knew that I wanted it, but I mean, you know what? That's okay because I got Scyther. So hopefully Dan can use Monferno well, prove to me that him drafting it was not a mistake. I feel like he will be able to. So Dan, just use that beast of a monkey. Use him well, buddy. I know you can. So first round, I got Scyther. So Scyther hits hard. He's a really good flying type. Offensive flying types are really nice to have. I was considering getting Rufflet in the late rounds to be a nice offensive flying type, but I was like, I was gonna say some words and mix them all together. That's what happened. Scyther is really good. He's really good. He hits really hard. He's really fast, and he actually has pretty good defenses for these standards in the NFE league. And he's the first stage of his evolution line, so he can carry an Eviolite. So 70 HP is decent. 80 defense and 80 speed F is actually pretty good. Then I can carry Eviolite to top that off if I want to be really bulky with him. He does get the Fog as an option. He's quad weak to rock, so I probably won't carry it too much. But I mean, if some teams have Sticky Web and spikes and stuff, he could be a good Fogger then because he wouldn't get hit by those hazards, only by Stealth Rocks, which he's quite weak to. But he could be a defogger if I need to. He gets Roost. He gets Baton Pass, which could actually be a really fun move. I could do some cool things there. He gets things like Sword Stance. He could be a good sweeper. He gets Technician, which is actually really nice. Boosts his Air Release, and Bug Bite becomes better than X-Scissor. Becomes a little more powerful. He gets U-Turn, so it could do. With my team, I actually do have a pretty good Volt-Turn core. I have a lot of Pokemon that have Volt Switch or U-Turn, 4 to be exact. Scyther does help to start out that core of that Volt-Turning-ness and awesomeness, and he does a really high attack and speed, so that's nice. How long ago this video, the time got messed up. Hold on. Yeah, so next, sorry, I'm just failing at words and my computer's doing things. So we got Piloswine here. So Piloswine is a beast. His typing is absolutely amazing. It is a very, very good offensive typing, Ice and Ground. A lot of Pokemon are weak to Ice, a lot of Pokemon are weak to Ground, and Piloswine can hit both of those. The main thing I might stand in the way of an Ice type would be like a Fire type, like a Steel type, but Ground hits both of those, so his typing offensively is really good. And he's got really good stats, so he can be bulky. He's got 100 HP, 100 attack, And then the rest are, like, decent. I mean, he's got 8 defense, which is actually pretty good. He cannot carry Eviolite because he does have that Swine below it in his evolution line. But that's fine, though. He still has good bulk. And he can still hit really hard. Yeah, I was originally going to get Rhydon this round, but I mean, Jesse got it first round. I didn't expect Rhydon to still be available this round. But, Piloswine does help with that, the rock weakness, kind of. Piloswine's not, or it's still neutral to him, but I mean, he can hit rock types super effectively. He helps with like sort of the fire weakness. Piloswine's not weak to fire because he does have the thick fat there, so it's not weak to it. It's neutral to him. He has 2 other abilities, but they're not really useful. I mean, I think he gets Oblivious, which in a very certain situation could be useful, but most of the time, if not all the time, I'm going to be carrying thick fat on Piloswine. So he does do pretty well with Scyther there. Then I do have Metang in the next round. I got him. He's got good defense. The rest is, decent. But he's got really good typing. He goes well with Scyther. This does add a huge weakness to fire on my team right now. I have 2 weaknesses and no resistances to fire, so that is scary. That is bad. But he does help that, like the ground weakness. No, he helps the rock weakness with Scyther. Metang's electric weakness is helped. Or he's not on the same level. Scyther is weak to electric. Piloswine helps that out. Metang's weak to ground. Scyther helps that out. Metang's weak to Piloswine's weak to fighting. Scyther helps that out. So besides the fire weakness, it's a pretty good core. But then I got some Pokemon in the next couple rounds to help me with my fire weakness. So next we have Pignite here. I originally wanted Wartortle in the 4th round, but Vicer, 2 picks before me, just 2 picks before me, he got Wartortle. I really wanted a spinner to help out my Scyther there, because that thing's probably to rocks, and getting a nice spinner could be very useful. Then, Wartortle went gone. I don't have Fire type at that point yet, so I was like, oh yeah, Pignite's good, he gets thick fat. I planned on getting him in the 5th round, but Wartortle was gone, so I improvised there, just pushed Pignite up. So we got Pignite here. He really helps with that fire weakness. He already resists it, and then with his thick fat, he quad resists it, which is actually really nice. Also quad resists the ice type, or ice weakness that Scyther has. So that actually works really well. Does give me a bit of flying weakness now, but Metang can kind of cover that, so that's pretty good. Pignite hits hard. It's got pretty good bulk. Now it can't carry Eviolite, now it can Metang, but that's fine. They still have pretty good bulk. Pignite gets things like Sucker Punch and like Flare Blitz. He hits really hard. He doesn't get Reckless like Ambor does, but still he's got Thick Fat, which is also a really nice ability. Really helps him just eat up fire and ice hits, so that's nice. He's very, very safe switching to those. So that's good. So next we got Tentacle. Pretty much I won at Spinner. That's the main thing. I was picking between either Tentacle, Kabuto, I think yeah, it was that, or Staryu. I decided Tentacle overall because Tentacle also gets T-Spikes. That's really nice. Kabuto added another fighting weakness, another ground weakness. I mean, Tentacle adds another ground weakness. So that's not good, but I really like T-Spikes, and having him as an option would be really good. He's got pretty good speed, actually, which was useful for my team, because right now, the only thing that's fast on my team is Scyther. Tentacles now has pretty good speed, though, so that's good. He's a spinner, Toxic Spikes. He is really passive. He can't really hit too hard. Only 50 special attack, but, I mean, Scald, gets burns for days, so, I mean, that's not too much of an issue. Hopefully he can just burn things to death and just be awesome there. So next we got Elekid. I wanted the Electros, because that thing, I felt like I really needed an electric type. Because my team right now, with that awesome offensive core of Piloswine and Pignite, those two go really well together. As a good offensive core can really just hit things hard, and not too many walls or switchings to those. But the main thing I can kind of stop that core is a water type. So an electric type on my team could really help out. And I already have 3 guys weak to ground, so I don't want another guy weak to ground. So Electros, that levitate ability and being an electric type would have been perfect for my team. But Bicer, again, snatches it up. 2 picks before me. Damn Bicer, damn it. So Elekid here. He's still pretty good. I was deciding either Elekid or Luxio. Originally, in my draft plan, I was going to get Luxio. But here I decided, you know what, Elekid's really fast. Right now, there's a really big speed gap, really big, I don't know why I did that. But there's a really big speed gap between Scyther and my second fastest Pokemon being Tentacle. So Elekid can help shorten that gap between them. So that's nice. He doesn't hit too hard, but he helps with that Bolt Turn Core, giving me the second Pokemon so far on that Volt Thorn core. Most of the time I'll probably carry Life Orb or like Specs or something to hit really hard with my Volt Switches. I'm just pretty much just go in with that thing, click Volt Switch, go right back out. That's pretty much the plan with that. For when I do bring it. I don't think he has. He does. I don't think he's immune to electric with any of his abilities. I think he gets like static and like something else that's not really, if I recall correctly, which I might not. I forget. He gets like Vital Spirit, which could be useful, but you know, whatever. So next we got Zorua, that awesome, mini Zoroark. It's really cool. So oh yeah, Elekid and Tentacool, they both can carry Eviolite. Probably one on Elekid, but Tentacool helps raise that special defense. That's nice. So Zorua, I also can carry Eviolite. He's frail, so I probably wouldn't, but maybe in the right matchup or the right game, I would. I don't know, we'll see. But I really like that illusion ability. He works well with like Pig Knight, because you probably want to go for second move on Pig Knight, but nah, it's Zorua. Can't do that. Also, maybe like Scyther, because you wouldn't want to go for a fighting move on Scyther, or like a bug move. So then Zorua, it would really be Zorua, but you think it's Scyther, so you wouldn't really go for those moves. So, I mean, I can do some fun little things with Zorua there. He also gets U-Turn, a third Pokemon on my Volturn core, so that could be really, really nice. So Zorua, he also gives me a special attack that I really needed. That's also a reason I wanted Elekid over Luxio, because right now, I mean, my first 4 picks, they could maybe be this like special or mix, but for the most part, they're all physical. Tentacool, I mean, he's not hitting hard either way. I mean, yes, Scald's a thing, but I mean, Elekid, he'll be Volt Switching. Then Zorua is a good special attacker. He also can be physical, but like Dark Pulse and like he actually doesn't get Flamethrower, I don't think, but he gets like extra sensory and things, so that's decent there. So he could be good. He also gets some like nasty plot and fun things, like a hidden power sort of thing as well. So that's good. So next we do Duat here. I wanted Seadra, but I was talking to Dench, and Dench was like, nah, man, I want Seadra, so I was like, fine. Dan actually sniped Dench and got it picked before him. But I was like, okay, you know what, I want a good offensive water type, because I feel like, just spamming Scald is really nice. I mean, Tentacool can, but he's not really going to be doing much damage. But Duat can do good damage. He can do good damage. That made a bad pun. Well, yeah, Duat can also hit pretty hard from the physical side. But I'll probably mainly want to carry in special just because I need special attackers on my team. So right now it's really, for the most part, it's physical, so Duat helps me have a good special attacker. He has decent stats all around. He can't carry Eviolite, so that's unfortunate. But he still has good stats. He can hit hard, so it has pretty good coverage as well. So Duat could be cool, could be useful. So yeah, next we got Cacnea. This thing gives me another good stop to water types. Elekid, I mean, it's only a kid, Can't be doing too much. I mean, Cacnea's only a little freaking what's it called? Fucking cactus. I was gonna say that it's a Cacturn, but that's a Pokemon. No, it's a cactus. That's what it is. I mean, that's all it is. It's just a little cactus. But I mean, it gets like things like Sucker Punch. It gets spikes. It has good special attack and physical attack actually. It's slow though, and it's pretty frail, so that's not good. But I mean, I can get like Focus Sash and still get Sucker Punch, so I can just pop things, hit them hard, boom, boom, Sucker Punch them. It's pretty good. It has Water Absorb, so that could be really nice. A good switch into a water move. I have things to take Scalds like Duat and Cacnea now, so I don't have a team that's like really weak to Scalds. I have switch-ins that also like Tentacool. It's a great switch-in to Scalds because he doesn't really care about being burned. So then the last pick we have Vibrava. So Vibrava gets U-Turn. 4th Pokemon, 4 for that Volturn core. That's awesome. I love that. You have a really good Volturn core. He also gets Defog. I was considering getting Ghastly. I was thinking either Ghastly or Vibrava. I wanted a ground immunity. I wanted a Ghost type with Ghastly, but Spicer got two picks before me again. That wasn't really a snipe. It just, I mean, it's kind of. I was talking to Tom. He was like, "Yeah, get the Vibrava." He didn't want me to get Ghastly. He wanted me to get Vibrava. He wanted me to get Vibrava. So I was like, okay, I think I'll do that. Then Spicer picking Ghastly. It just confirmed that I would get the Vibrator. That's all it did. It just meant, okay, I didn't have a tough decision to make. I'm going with the Vibrator. Vibrator, that made it so I went with him. Yeah, gets Fog U-Turn. He has decent stats, pretty good speed, pretty good attack. The rest is, at best. His defenses are pretty bad. Can't carry Eviolite, so it can't even help him out there. But, I mean, he's still, a good Dragon Stab, something to spin Outrage, potentially. Could be really nice. Especially because there aren't that many Steel types and there aren't that many Fairy types in this format. So, some teams could be very vulnerable to Outrage. I'm also going into second account type because I've a little bit of an electric weakness now with Scyther, Duat, and Tentacle. And Vibrava gives me another immunity to electric, which Elke does not provide me, but Palos One does, so that's nice. So overall, I think my team's pretty good. There are some flaws to it. I don't really have great defensive Pokemon. This format is not hyper offensive. It's offensive. It's not quite that well, but it's not quite that level of offensiveness. But it's still pretty offensive. I should have got some more bulkier defensive Pokemon. I guess I could have. I feel like I can use the team well, though. I feel like it's in Pokemon I can use well. I haven't used any of these Pokemon before, except for Scyther in very early 6th gen, or 6th gen X and Y OU days. Everyone else I've not used. I've used some evolutions like Flygon and like Emboar and Metagross, stuff like that. I've used in the past. Not in League format, but just in general. So hopefully this can be a good season. Hopefully I can get some wins. I'll probably need 4 wins. I'll be 5 games total in the regular season, so I'll probably need to win 4 of them, maybe 3. I think it would depend on differential. If I win 3, if I would get in. But if I win 4, I should be able to make the playoffs. So yeah, so week 1 we are playing Poi, aka Dylan. There are 2 Dylans now actually in the league. The other Dylan, he's Dylan. The way he spells Dylan is actually different, but it's still pronounced the same. He's in the other conference. I don't play him, but I do play the Poi Dylan. So playing week 1, so hopefully that'll be good, fun, exciting game. That'll go up next Sunday. We're uploading these on Sundays now. That's the thing we do. Not Fridays. We took a league vote. We're going for Sundays now. So team builders will be on Saturday. If I do them, I don't know. It's still up in the. I mean, I'll try to whenever I can. We do like almost an extra week for this first week, so I might try to do it. I think I'll try to. We'll see. So yeah, hopefully guys you will like this draft analysis thing. Yeah, hopefully you're excited for the season. If you are, make sure to click that like button. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to all the other lads like Poi, Riz, Dan, Bicer, Dench, all those cool, sexy lads, and more. Also, Jesse Water and Grass. He's in this league. I'm playing him. He's the Birth Island Bidoof. He's a pretty big YouTuber, actually. Playing in week 4, so that'll be exciting. So subscribe to him. All those other lads. Subscribe to the MPL channel. We might try to do Tom might be an analyst for this. I'm not sure what the deal is with Tom on that. We'll see though. So I'm excited for this. Hopefully you are. And I'll see you guys in the week 1, possibly team builder before that. I don't know. We'll see. So thanks for watching, and see ya.